So after you decided where you go, you got to know where you're going to live, right? So for me, I did not choose a place immediately. And I'm glad I did that because I stayed in several areas of Playa del Carmen and Tulum that I did not like at all. Like Tulum, a lot of people want to go to Tulum. And I thought, okay, that'll be a place for me to relax, to pray, to get some things done. Of course, pray everywhere, but I felt like it'll be a really good place to relax a lot. But there was like too much relaxing there. It was boring. So I'm just gonna leave it at that for me. So I came back to Playa del Carmen a couple of weeks ago. Since I've been here, between Playa del Carmen and Tulum, I've stayed in about six different locations to see where I want to stay long term until I leave in August. I've stayed in on one, so Fifth Avenue is the main street, the main tourist street. So I've stayed on the one end of Fifth Avenue. I've stayed here on the other end of Fifth Avenue in three different condos, and then I've stayed farther in on 20th and then 30th. I did not really like 30th. It was a little too far out for me. I couldn't, well, I could walk to the beach, but it's like a 20-minute walk. But right now, the place I'm in, I'm able to just like literally I'm looking at the water. Like I'm 3 blocks from the beach. I can just get up and walk to the beach every single day. I did that because I wanted to make sure I was close to the restaurants that I liked. I wanted to make sure I was close to shopping. I wanted to make sure everything was walkable because of course I came here without a car because I'll be leaving in August going to either Costa Rica or Panama. You can come here or in most other countries and do a lease. Here in Playa del Carmen, if you're doing a lease, I'm seeing that some do short-term lease. There's very few that do short-term leases. But then there are those in most cases they're doing a 6-month lease or a 1 year lease at least. So when you're doing a lease here, they don't check credit. They do require a deposit, so you'll pay the 1 month rent plus a deposit, and then most of them require a contract fee, which I'm seeing on average is about 150 US dollars. So you're paying all of that ahead, and I did not do that because I wanted to make sure I was choosing a place or a location that I loved. Right now, I'm in an Airbnb. I'll be doing this Airbnb long term because, like I said, I'm 3 blocks from the beach. I am close to Fifth Avenue. I'm close to all the restaurants that I love. I am close to shopping. I'm close to my laundry, where I drop my laundry off. Now, there's laundry centers all around Playa del Carmen. So the one that I am near is the one that I've used most of the time that I'm here. It's only 2 blocks away. So I drop my laundry off, and I'll probably do a video of it later because I know laundry is something that a lot of us in the US hate. I literally would take 10 to 14 business days to fold my laundry when I was in the US. But here, I just drop my laundry off in the morning, and then they ask you, do you want it today or tomorrow, mañana? So I will usually go the next day and grab it. They give it back to you folded in a bag, and it's only for me on average about $7. Usually I only have one load, so it's about $7, and then I just bring that home and put it in a drawer. So, but I chose this area because it's things that I'm familiar with, things that I mean, it's 3 blocks from the beach, and it's just not, it's more peaceful in this area. The other end of Fifth Avenue, there's a lot going on with the ferry cruises and the ADO bus area, and it's just a lot going on. So I like this area because it's a lot more peaceful. But yeah, so tips on Airbnb before I jump off of here. Tips on Airbnbs. Airbnbs charge some crazy fees sometimes. They're going to add $150 for taxes, then they're going to add cleaning fees and other fees. If you are looking at Airbnbs, I would suggest if the Airbnb shows the name of the community or the condo or the building that you're going to be staying in, take that and put it in Google. Because a couple of weeks ago, probably about 3 weeks ago, I was getting ready to rent an Airbnb, and the name of the building was on one of the pictures. So I Googled it, but in Airbnb, that was the total for that was like 500, 502 or something like that. But it was $125 cheaper on, so I use the Hopper app. So Hopper. So it was $125 cheaper on the Hopper app. You'll also find a lot of things on booking.com. A lot of these people are cross promoting these properties on different sites, but Airbnb charges some crazy, outrageous fees. So I would suggest comparing the two. I would also suggest making sure when you're coming to a new country to test out different locations weekly before you make the decision. So let me know if you got any questions about Playa del Carmen. I'll be sharing some more videos shortly. I don't know what my next topic is, but make sure you're following. Also, I am going to be adding all of these videos over to YouTube. So I'll probably put my YouTube link in the bio so that you guys can follow me. Since we know TikTok is probably not going to go past the 70 days, I want to make sure all of you have this information. So make sure you're following me. I'm also going to be doing some walking tours, Playa del Carmen, real estate tours, and some more information. So make sure